Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick video on Pinky Cole. Pinky Cole is the brainchild to the vegan restaurant Slutty Vegan, and she did an amazing job. She's an entrepreneur who started out with a food truck and built her way up from a food truck to actually having physical restaurants. And when she blew up, it was kind of difficult financially. She ended up at one point losing her business, the business that she named and built up, and then most recently, she was able to purchase it back. But purchasing it back, I guess, came with a price tag that might have been a little bit too hefty. And when she got it back, she might have been trying to do too much too soon, too fast. And why am I saying that? Because now, an Atlanta location where she has rented out or leased out two different properties, okay, she's being sued for back rent, saying she owes $87,000, and the bill is just ringing up as she's waiting to pay or resolve this situation. And listen, entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart. Just in case you don't know about Pinky Cole, I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory, and then we'll talk about how currently she owes this $87,000. Hold on, let me share screen. Let's get familiar with her.
Say you're trying to eat less meat, Faith Saley knows just the place.
Let's go. Thank you.
When you step inside this Atlanta-based restaurant, the greeting might catch you off guard.
Hey, sluts.
Yeah, you'll hear that word a lot.
When people come here and they don't quite get it, how do you explain it to them?
They know that we're going to call you a slut. And by slut, I mean it's a term of endearment, right? I mean that in the most respectful way.
We got the biggest slut K out the building.
They know that we are going to have a party with you, dance with you. So when they get here, they're not necessarily just coming for the food. They're coming for the experience.
Possibly I could get a picture.
Absolutely.
35-year-old Pinky Cole is the founder of the plant-based fast food chain Slutty Vegan, which she started in 2018.
I've merged the two most pleasurable experiences in life, and that's sex and that's food. Yeah. But then once you start peeling back the layer, you realize there's a pure intention and a mission-driven movement behind it all.
That mission, she says, is to change the conversation around vegan food by making what she calls vegan comfort food more mainstream and accessible.
One, you're saving the planet, right? You're helping the carbon footprint. You're saving the animals. This is the first step to changing your consciousness about the food that you consume.
Is this like a gateway into veganism?
It really challenges the narrative that you cannot have good vegan food.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yes, you can.
While 5% of the U.S. population is either vegan or vegetarian, Pinky hopes that her signature burgers, with racy names like Menage a Trois and One Night Stand, will win over meat eaters, who currently make up about 70% of her customers.
You cannot believe that it's vegan, that it's plant-based.
You can't eat all talking.
Okay, so eat one more bite, and then we got to go to the next, because you got to taste everything.
But the taste of success came with a side of uncertainty back when she was Aisha Cole growing up in Baltimore.
The day that I was born, my father was sentenced to 30 years in prison. By society's standards, I'm not supposed to be here. I grew up in a single-parent household. I got kicked out of high school. Like, I am not supposed to be what you see.
Her new book chronicles her improbable rise, how her first restaurant burned down and she had to start from scratch in a food truck. But her luck changed when that food truck fed a famous customer and created a viral sensation.
We went and fed Snoop Dogg, and the rest was history.
Last month, she served up some hard-earned wisdom at her alma mater, Clark Atlanta University.
It is okay to fail, because failing is not failing at all. It's finding the aspiration in the losses. Got it?
Where she'd previously paid off the tuition debt of 30 students.
I am now becoming the person that is giving opportunity instead of begging for one, and to be able to say that is big.
This fall, she made the Time 100 Next list. By her side is husband Derek Hayes, who happens to be the founder and CEO of Big Dave's Cheesesteaks.
The irony, right? Like these two things aren't supposed to go together.
But that's what's good about it, because we show you from two different lenses, two different outlooks of the way we do food. And I think that's what makes it magical.
And she recently brought that magic to Baltimore, her hometown, to announce a new restaurant, her 14th and counting.
Are there any doctors in the audience? Just in case I go into labor.
Pinky Cole says she lives by the motto, lift as you climb. And she's doing just that, one sloppy bite at a time.
You like that one night stand?
I'm aligned with my purpose when I'm eating.
You are aligned with your purpose.
No,
So that's the backstory. And she did lose all of that, but she was able to purchase it back. But now she's in this current situation of owing this back rent. Let me share screen again so we can get into the current situation. So Slutty Vegan's Pinky Cole sued over rent at Edgewood Avenue stores. This is in Atlanta. A new lawsuit claims Slutty Vegan owner Pinky Cole and her company owe more than $87,000 in rent, late fees, and interest for two businesses, Edgewood Avenue. The lawsuit claims that Cole and Slutty Vegan Inc. have not paid nearly $40,000 in rent at Slutty Vegan in the morning after on a popular Atlanta street. Pinky Cole recently gained ownership of the vegan restaurant brand after undergoing financial challenges. Popular Atlanta restaurateur Pinky Cole is facing a new lawsuit accusing her of failing to pay rent for two properties on Edgewood Avenue. The complaint filed last week in Fulton County State Court accuses the Slutty Vegan and her company of owing more than $87,000 in rent, late fees, and interest. What they're saying, attorneys for Asana Partners LLC say the Delaware-based company owns multiple properties on Atlanta popular Edgewood Avenue, including the location of Cole's Slutty Vegan and the Morning After restaurants. The lawsuit alleges Cole's company, Slutty Vegan Inc., has not paid rent on both properties of nearly $40,000. That number is then compounded by a late fee of 5% and an interest rate on past due amounts of 7%. As a result of the tenant's breach of the leases for failure to pay rent and other monetary charges due, landlord has suffered damages in the amount to be proven at trial, but in no event less than a total sum of $87,312.65, exclusive of late fees and interest, plus additional rent and other charges that accrue under the leases at the rate of $13,665.34 per month, subject to regularly scheduled adjustments reflected in the leases, the lawsuit reads. Listen, I think the best, I'll do this and finish this and then I'll say what I got to say. Dig Deeper, Slutty Vegan, which rose to national prominence after launching as a food truck in 2019, has scaled back significantly in recent months. Once operating 14 locations across 4 states, the brand now runs 5 restaurants, according to its website. Several locations of Bar Vegan, another venture co-founded by Cole, also closed earlier this year. During an interview with People magazine earlier this year, Cole revealed that Slutty Vegan underwent restructuring following significant financial setbacks, including a $10 million corporate overhead. She temporarily handed over ownership to an assignee in February, but on March 28th, she brought the business back for an undisclosed amount. In June, a plan for a Slutty Vegan location at Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport was scrapped. Instead, 2 new restaurants, Buffalo Wild Wings and a new Asian Southern fusion concept called Wu-Tang Asian Kitchen, will open in a Concourse B space originally slated for the vegan chain. Cole has recently been seen filming with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, hopefully, the Real Housewives of Atlanta check will help her get out of some of this financial constraint that she seems to be in. So, a school of thought on this. I think maybe she should have scaled back a little bit once she regained her brand by opening just 1 location and not the 2, especially when you're paying rent. And also because you're leasing. Also, I think it's probably financially better if restaurant and people that want to own a business and have an actual physical store, if they find a place that they can purchase themselves, so they won't be subjected to all of this raising in lease, this late fee, this, that, and the other. It becomes so much money. And then from the door, you have to make XYZ dollars just to clear the rent and the employee taxes and payroll and all of that stuff. When you own it, you have a little more control over just your space, so to speak. So I know somebody a long time ago that used to do my hair years ago, and when they went to buy their own salon or open their own salon, they purchased the property. They bought the property, which I thought was a brilliant idea. That way they didn't have to, they wasn't going to be subjected to a landlord and leasing from somebody. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.